Hello, it's 9 p.m. in RTD. It's time to English New Edition for tonight headlines. We have the President of the Republic honors his compatriot of Ali Sabir. The Eid al-Adha festivals prior observed all over the capital. For the international scene, migrants face sexual and human rights violations. Welcome to our newsroom. The President of the Republic honors his fellow countrymen of Ali Sabih to celebrate Eid al-Adha with them. The Republic of Djibouti, like the rest of the Muslim world, celebrates Eid al-Adha today, Fridays, in joy and rejoicing as usual. It was early in the mornings that the Djiboutian population gathered in separate collectives, both in the capital and in the different regions of interior, storming the space set aside for the Eid al-Adha prayer. Young people, parents, fathers and mothers, all dressed in new clothes, then proceeded to the traditional rites of the festivals where families and friends visit each other and exchange best wishes. But no doubt that Djiboutian celebration of Eid al-Adha this year was marked by the fact that the head of state, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, honored his compatriot of Ali Sabih to spend the feast with them. It was in Ali Sabir, the capital of the regions of the same name, at the Omnisport Stadium of that locality, that the President of the Republic made his Eid al-Adha prayer as a clear sign of attachment of the inhabitants of Ali Sabih region to the President of the Republic. The population of this district came from the four corners of the region to welcome him and pray with him.
الله أكبر 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 بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين الله سمع الله لمن حمده الله 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 أكبر 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 إن إلينا إيابهم ثم إن علينا حسابهم الله الله لمن حمده الله الله أكبر الله أكبر السلام عليكم ورحمة الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
Then the Asajog commend
Allah
the
Allah.
presence of the head of state among them of the Eid al-Adha Day as a mark of opportunity to reiterate their full support for the political leadership of President Muhammad Ghali, guarantee of cohesion for all the geographical and cultural components of our country. Indeed, they are constantly taken to the main street of the city of Al Sabih to greet the President of the Republic's cortege.
والشقاق وسوء الفتن ما ظهر منها وما بطن وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين وقوموا مغفورا لكم بإذن الله تعالى وكل عام وأنتم بخير والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. عيد مبارك. عيد مبارك.
President Ghali exchanged Eid al-Adha's best wishes with his counterpart in Arab and Muslim countries. President Muammar Ghali receives on the occasion of Eid al-Adha the best wish of his counterpart, head of state and government of Arab and Muslim brotherly countries. In their respective messages conveyed to the head of state, the Arab and Muslim leaders all wish health and happiness to the President of the Republic, as well as more peace, development, prosperity to the people of Djibouti. May God surround the Republic of Djibouti with his barakah so that it may remain a continuous haven of peace and stability. Read some of telegrams received by the head of state. Order of these messages salute the many advances recorded in Djibouti for his part. The President of the Republic, Ismail Margele, on the occasions of Eid al-Adha, also wishes success to each of his Arab and Muslim counterparts and greater well-being and fulfillment to their respective people. He also took the opportunity to took advantage of this occasion to form the hope of permanent disappearance of the coronavirus pandemic, a condition conducive to a refocusing of Muslim communities on the continuations of their development effort. May God spare the Ummah from traumatic trials and great perils and make it a cultural component in symbiosis and fruitful complementarity with other communities in the world. He also wishes the Republic of Djibouti celebrate the feast of Eid al-Adha. Early this morning, the faithful came to perform their prayers at the various sites from the capital and interior regions. In the capital, several sites have been set up for the prayers of Eid al-Adha. In the three municipalities of the capital, the prayers of Eid al-Adha started early in Rastika with the great collective prayers at Auled Stadium behind the Peltier Hospital, prayers led by Sheikh Shamsuddin and with the participation of the country's highest authorities, including Prime Minister Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed, member of government and senior civilian and military officials and diplomats. The faithful arrived from all parts of the capital and the surrounding area, dressed in new clothes. Thousands of Djiboutian men and women rushed to the different sites for prayers in a context of health crisis due to the pandemic of the new coronavirus. The prayers took place in the religious fervor with strict respect for social distancing and the wearing of masks to reduce the risk of infection.
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم. أيها المؤمنون، إن العيد لمن أجمل المظاهر التي امتن الله سبحانه وتعالى على عباده. نحرص فيه على صفاء القلوب وتصفيتها من الضغائن والشحناء والأحقاد، ونكون من أهل العفو والصفح وتجاوز، ونتغافل عن الزلات والأفوات، وتكون الألفة والمحبة بيننا ظاهرة. مصلحة البلاد والعباد يا رب العالمين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين. الحمد لله رب العالمين. عيدكم سعيد، كل عام وأنتم بخير.
After Eid al-Adha prayers at Awlad File this morning, the faithful and officials present their greeting to Prime Minister Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed, and all the faithful congratulate each other for asking forgiveness for the blessing of Eid al-Adha. In addition, two ministers of government, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, the Minister of Justice presented their messages of greetings to the population and to Muslims and the population of friendly countries. Mr. Mahmoud thanked God for his health and for living in a peaceful countries where the values of Islam are strong. The Minister of Justice presented his message to the Muslims and to all Djiboutians in the capital and in the regions and to the neighboring peoples of Somalia. He wished a speedy recovery to all the sick and offered his condolences for those who have left us. Afterward, the faithful went to their families' homes to celebrate in family the Eid al-Adha, the most festive of the Muslim calendar. In the municipality of Boulaous, Djiboutian celebrates Eid al-Adha in a joyful atmosphere of a small or less convivial families meetings. This greeting prayer, as usual, led by Sheikh Tayyib Faiz, gathered thousands of faithful who had all come to pray and to ask together for invocations of blessings to the Almighty in order to avoid the possible unfortunate consequence of this virus, which is currently harming the whole world.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. فجعله غثاء أحوى سنقرئك فلا تنسى إلا ما شاء الله إنه يعلم الجهر وما يخفى ونيسرك للإبراهيم وموسى. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم: لذا تشوف المسلمون إلى زيارة بيت الله الحرام.
In the municipality of Balbala, these times as every year, the great Eid prayers that brought together thousands of Djiboutians, all dressed in new clothes for the occasion, kicked off for the celebrations of the important holiday for the Muslim faithful. These prayers, led by Sheikh Mahmoud Obsiye, brought the Djiboutians together to carry out their duties in joy, happiness, and total communion. The feast is also marked by visits between families, relatives, neighbors, and friends.
سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. halkay muslimiintu isugu yimaadaan naxariista ilaahay baa ku soo daadegta, khayrka iyo wanaagga ku soo daadega, kaasaan ka qayb gallay. ilaahay waa inaan ugu mahadnaqno subxaanahu wa tacaala. ilaahay waxaan weydiisanaynaa inuu ilaahay inoo naxariisto, khayrka maalintan iyo wanaagga iyo barakadan inuuna siiyo ilaahay, kuwii uu siiyey inuu ilaahay naga dhiga baan ilaahay weydiisanaynaa subxaanahu wa tacaala. inuu ilaahay naga qaado, naga caafiyo xanuunka dunida aafeeyey baan ilaahay weydiisanaynaa subxaanahu wa tacaala. ilaahay uu noo sahlay annaga, ilaahay waa inaan ugu mahadnaqanno. waddannada qaarkeed oo kale ilaahay nagama dhigin, laakiinse waxa weeye waxaa la leeyahay xanuunkani dunida uu ku soo noqonayaa weli kama tegin. waddannada qaarkoodna waa laga arkay kuwo jadiida. marka walaalahayo waa inaan waxa weeye aan is ilaalino, waa inaan mar walba digtooni iyo foojignaan waa inaan la nimaadno. asbaabta inaan qaadano diinteennu wayna fartay.
The Minister for Women and Family and the Minister of Labor visited the National Credit and Saving Bank on Wednesday, where they were warmly welcomed by the director of CPEC. The objective of this visit was to vulnerable women who have granted the Minister of Labor empowerment materials to register with the National Fund in order to save and help her. The main missions of the CPEC is to improve the financial inclusions of people excluded from the conventional banking systems. It also aims to stimulate the creations of income-generating activities and the socio-economic integrations of the most disadvantaged through the creations of sustainable jobs and micro-entrepreneurship. These women have received kits containing food products, saving machine, fruit and vegetables juicer machine that will enable the beneficiaries to open their own business to meet their needs and escape from vulnerability. For her part, the Minister of Women and Family, Momina Ahmed Hassan, has indicated that the objective of this visit was to vulnerable women who have granted by the Minister of Labor Empowerment materials to register with the National Fund in order to save and help her. The Minister of Labor, Ismail Ibrahim Roble, has stressed the importance to help women, and the main mission of the saving bank is to promote the financial inclusion of people excluded from the conventional banking systems. It also aims to stimulate the creation of income-generating activities and the socio-economic integrations of the most disadvantaged through the creation of sustainable jobs and micro-entrepreneurship. On the occasions of the celebration of Eid al-Adha, the Association for Solidarity and Ecology of Dakhel, known as under the acronym ASSED, proceeded this Thursday, July 13, to the distribution of new clothes for 1,500,000 of our friends to 213 mentally handicapped people in the region of Dakhel, including 74 women and 26 children. The ceremony was attended by the prefect of the region, Adendrar Musa, the secretary general of the regional council, the president of the all member of ASSED's associations. Indeed, the association was able to concretize these actions thanks to the assistance of this company management of the Dorale terminals that the president of ASSED association is, in this case, Mr. Ali Muhammad Ali, deeply thanks in his names and in the name of all the beneficiaries. Following the death of the late Ali Geddi Amare recently at Maulid ceremonies tomorrow at family's home in the neighborhood 7, the late Ali Geddi Amare was the father of the current Minister of Energy, Mr. Yonis Ali Geddi, to whom we once again offer our condolences to his family. For the international UNHCR report, migrants face extreme human rights abuses in a report entitled "No One Cares About Your Life and or Death on the Way." The offices of the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugee and the Research Center for Mixed Migrations, MMC, of the Danish Refugee Council denounces the lack of a clear understanding of the role of a state in the protections of refugees and asylum seekers. The authors of the report recounted the unheard of violence to which migrants are subjected on the road, burns with hot oils, electrocutions, being tied up in stressful postures for long periods, sexual violence, forced prostitutions. EU to train security forces in the Central African Republic. The European Union unveiled on Thursday the launch of a 2-year training program for security forces in the Central African Republic. The program will be led by the head of the missions, Colonel Paulo Soares, who expertise in security after 25 years of experience will be of a great help in developing the Central African forces. The main missions of the program will be to provide support to the police and gendarmerie forces and enable them to move easily through the country. This is it for the news. Thanks for watching us.
En période de Khamsin, la moindre imprudence peut se transformer en catastrophe. Prière de redoubler de vigilance et d'observer les consignes suivantes. Ne laissez pas le feu sans surveillance. Ne laissez pas les enfants jouer avec les allumettes. Ne manipulez pas des produits volatiles près d'un feu. Faire très attention quant à l'utilisation du narguilé chicha. Ne pas laisser la cuisine à braise sans surveillance. Prière d'éteindre les cendres et ne les jetez pas n'importe où. Ayez toujours à proximité un seau plein d'eau. N'hésitez pas à téléphoner au service de protection civile au numéro 18 à la moindre alerte. Vigilance particulière au port de Djibouti. Veillez respecter les consignes de sécurité suivantes. Ne pas faire une soudure sans surveillance. Équipe des sapeurs-pompiers à mettre en place. Respecter les règles de sécurité pour les installations portuaires. Les autorités du port et les différents responsables des 3 sociétés pétrolières doivent prendre toutes les mesures préventives d'incendie et de sécurité pour assurer et protéger les installations portuaires et son environnement. Avoir en permanence